Hello, this is Mindy from the Weekend Gardener, and today I'd like to talk to you about hollies. But before I do that, just a little bit of history about hollies. Many years ago, the holly tree was almost made extinct because of people collecting branches and berries and etc. for Christmas holiday decoration. The American Garden Club actually had a campaign to encourage people not to harvest holly trees out in the wild, and actually got started some alternative artificial type of Christmas decorations to save the wild plants. So that's just a really interesting tidbit about the holly. The holly plant was not the only plant the American Garden Club helped out. Christmas trees, pine trees and the such that were cut down for Christmas trees were also saved by this wonderful club. Now, the holly tree that I would like to talk to you about is a very unique plant, and it's not unique in the plant world, but it's unique in the fact that it has to have both a male and a female type of plant. And when you have a situation like that, it is referred to as a dioecious situation, and what that means is you have to have a male and a female. Monoecious means that the plant itself has both male and female parts on the same plant. And that's a very important component when you're shopping around for a holly or you're looking at your holly in your existing landscape. Now, female plants always have the berries, but you can't always go by whether your holly has berries or not as an indication that you have a female. Holly berries are favorites of a lot of different types of wildlife, including rodents and bears. So your holly could have had berries and you just really didn't notice it with your busy schedule, and by the time you decided to look at it, the berries had been stripped. Also, both the male and the female produce beautiful white blooms, so you really can't go off the bloom phase to tell a male and a female. If you look at them in a nursery, it's very hard to distinguish a male and a female holly. So sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error to make sure that you get both a male and a female in your landscaping so that you can get that berry production. Now, a couple of words of caution though. I've talked about whether if you have the berries is not an indication that it is a female. Well, if you don't have the berries, it's not necessarily an indication that it is a male. Also, if you have existing hollies in your landscaping and for several years you've had the beautiful white flowers but no berries, that is a pretty surefire indication that you have all males and no females. So the next time you're considering about planting a holly in your landscape, don't forget that you need two of them. And you may need more of that just to make sure that you get that love triangle of male and females for that berry production. One last thing about hollies though, and that was a mistake that this landscaper made when they planted this holly in this particular location. Because these berries are favored by a lot of different types of wildlife, I would discourage you from planting a female near a doorway, and the reason is you're going to have an issue with debris on your sidewalk, and you're also running a chance of people leaving your home or waiting to enter your home being splattered in the head by animal waste where they've eaten these berries. So that's just a really important hint to consider when you're choosing a location for your holly tree. So until we meet in the garden again on this blistery beautiful day, this has been Mindy from the Weekend Gardener.